Okay, gonna change the tail light of a 09 Nissan Versa. It'd be the same for a 010, 011, probably an 08. How on earth do you do that? Well, you know what? It's really simple. Look at here. It's got a little slidey deal there. It's got two studs, one little prongy thing that pops in there. Just drop that right there. You come over here. Pop off that little window. Pop off this little window. One 10mm nut, and you'll need a deep socket. To get that started, it's got a stud on it, so you need a deep socket for it. There we go. And be careful, because you want to make sure you get that nut. And don't drop it. Excellent. That one requires a 10mm wrench to reach up in there. And now you gotta watch out about dropping too. So I'm gonna, trust me, I'm gonna reach in there and loosen that one up, and I'll be back. I'm trying to get this to focus. This is actually a 2010, and it's a little different than the 09. If you can see up in there, it's actually got a little plastic nut on there, which I'm going to have to reach in there and get off somehow. This connector right there is the plug for the lights. So let's see how that works. So this other one's got a nut, a actual nut on it like that. So there's the old nuts right there. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm going to try something. Since I got that nut off, that's got that little plastic sleeve. This just pops in. This slides in this little plastic bracket. I'm going to see if I can just push this thing back out by pushing in there and see if it'll come out. Maybe pull that little plastic nut right off of there, and then I'll have to see what I can do, if I can find it or put a nut back on it. Alright, turns out I just miscalculated my positions. That is the connector right there. I hope that's in focus. That pops off. And there's the other nut right there. Piece of cake. Just take that off right there. 10mm. And just make sure when it gets to the end you hang on to it. Alright. Comes right off. There's up here. Pull the boot. And that comes apart. Let's see, brown part comes out of the brown part. So that, you push that in, and then it'll come out. Oh, I gotta do it with both hands. Hold on. Alright, the way this one comes apart, you push that in and kind of pry, separate it out. Pulling this up a little bit. if you want to change any of your bulbs, this is the same procedure you have to go through. See, there's the little clip at the front. About as easy as it gets, even though I just did it a little while ago. I still have forgot. I still haven't been able to do it. Anyway, so I'm going to take the new one. This actually has to go in first. So you got to hold this out, thread that in, put that together, slide it in place, and try your lights. Once again, need 2 hands. There you go, slide that in, pop them together. That's going to go, before I put it together, this goes in there. That little boot's going to go in there. This gets, make sure that little piece goes up in there, as well as all the holes go in there. Another 2 hands thing, hold on. And essentially just pops right in. So before we put the nuts on, we're going to try the lights. So, discovered an issue. Right one's got a yellow bulb, left one's got a white bulb. So we take the old one out of the old one and swap them over. Running lights seem to work. We'll have to try the other stuff. Very interesting. This actually had the right bulb, but the coatings come off it. Huh. So, pulled it off the old one. Let's try some reverse lights, and then I'll have to see about somebody stepping on the brake light. Alright, simply put the nuts back on. One goes in there. See that? That one goes on there. Don't get too crazy with tightening them, they're just in plastic. And then you stick that plastic mount back on top of there. Figure out which way that goes. I believe that one went this way. And we're done. Checked all the lights. Good to go. Change the bulbs, change the whole thing. That's the procedure. Okay. Ouch. That was cool. Alright, actually this is an old 10, a 2010. And it looks a little different. You can, come on.